as he rightly says. You made the point earlier about playing a natural game tomorrow from an England point of view. He did obviously at times do that today and played really well, but he was watchful as well. So there's a space in which you play naturally but not forcefully, isn't there?
Yeah, but that is your natural game, isn't it? I mean, it's being positive with everything that you do. I mean, you be positive with going forward and leaving the ball. You know, as long as you're showing great intent to make your footwork right and not get lazy and see your ball early and just sort of switch off and not leave it properly, if you like. I think. And that's what he showed today. I mean, the way he left the ball was outstanding. Yes, he had a little bit of luck, and he had that LBW shout that was given out and going over the top. He played and missed a few, which you'd expect to do on a wicket like that did, have some seam assistance for the fast bowlers. But being able to maintain a certain mindset and a certain technique for 6-7 hours at a time is what Test match batting is all about. And so far in the series, we've seen a few Australians be able to do it, and that's the great challenge for the England batting lineup tomorrow. You know, they know it's going to be tough, but there's only one way you can prove it to yourself and you can do it. That's by being out there and getting the job done. And there's only one way to learn, and that's in the middle. You're not going to learn by coming off and watching the computer and watching things you've done in the past. It's about doing it under pressure in the heat of battle. And if you can do it in an Ashes series, you can do it in any series.
Let's go back downstairs. We'll get a reaction and a thought on the game from the England head coach, Trevor Bayliss. He's also with Ali.
Yeah, thank you, Matt. So, Trevor, did the rain come at a sort of opportune time for England with the lights on and those quick bowlers doing their thing?
Yeah, it's not nice, I suppose, to bat under the lights. So yeah, looks a little bit of a bonus there for us, but I suppose that evens it up. We would have liked to have had 10 overs on the first night as well. So, but look, we look forward to tomorrow and hopefully batting big.
I want to go back to the beginning of the match and the toss. Was that the right decision for Joe to make? Are we talking about this in hindsight? What's your take on it?
Yeah, no, look, very happy with his decision. I mean, it's a well-documented fact. You know, we've struggled to take wickets on flat ones, and Joe wanted to give our bowlers the best opportunity to take 20 wickets in the match. Before the first rain break, I thought we were probably a little bit short, but we came out after that, and I thought we bowled pretty well yesterday. We went past the bat a lot. But that's the game. We've got to put up with that. Another day for an extra 2 or 3 nicks might have been a completely different story. But that's gone now. We've got to concentrate on our batting tomorrow.
The team's still in a buoyant enough mood. I mean, another 8th wicket stand that was pretty punishing in a similar way to the end of the innings in Brisbane. Oh yes, but look, 440 odd, not a huge score here in Australia on good wickets, and hopefully this one flattens out as the game goes on. That's the one good thing about this team. They're all good mates, and it's a good environment, and everyone's enjoying themselves. I'm sure they'll come out tomorrow and give a good account of themselves. Do you need a little bit of extra pace in the attack? I'm sort of hearing reports that Mark Wood could be added to the squad or could get involved in the warm-up match in Perth. Can you shed some light on that for us?
Look, to be honest, we haven't actually spoken about it apart from the fact that we wanted to see him play in the Lions, and he's come through a match there for the Lions when we were up in Brisbane ourselves. But I haven't sort of spoken to him after the game or to Andy Flower to see how he's pulled up. But I mean, first of all, before we even contemplate that, he's got to show his fitness, but also some match fitness as well.
Confident you can get something out of this match from this position?
Oh yeah, look, it's another full day tomorrow, and hopefully some big runs. With 2 days to go, there's still plenty of time for a result.
Trevor, thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Great, thank you. Cheers.
Head coach Trevor Bayliss. Jeffrey's joined us to ruminate on where we're at and where we might be headed. What are your thoughts? Are you remaining somewhat positive, or are you fearful?
I'm careful about my optimism. It's up to England to bat well. We'll know by tomorrow night whether they're still in the game or not. I mean, they have to make close on 240 to save the follow-on. That's okay, it's not too big, but you have to play well, and playing well to save the follow-on is different than batting first. I didn't see too much in Cook and Stoneman's batting that left me with a great deal of confidence. If you watch their footwork, they were stuck on the crease. Stoneman was lucky a number of times. He got turned round, got a leading edge, went past Gully. He got turned round when he was LBW. And one or two things. He got caught on the crease, he drove beautifully down the ground, then he drove again. It shot off past Gully, didn't it? That's going off the outside edge. There were a lot of shots coming. You can make your statement by leaving the ball well outside of stump, playing the bouncer well, looking at it as it goes past. The crowd go, ooh, but, you know, if you're looking at it and you see it go, you make a good defensive shot, block it, and then when they give you an easy ball, you tuck it away nicely. There's no alarms at all. There's no oohing and ahhing off the outside edge, no playing and missing. That didn't happen. There was enough there, although it didn't do much. They've got extra pace, they've got a new ball, and there was enough there to give the Australians confidence if they could have got the full overs in, that they might have got another wicket.
See, you mentioned about avoiding temptation, in effect, not playing the daft shot, and I think about Alistair Cook in the second innings in Brisbane. He likes that hook shot and he's good at it, but he got out to it.
I think he got surprised by the pace, actually, of Hazelwood up there. I think that, you know, that wicket had been slow. That was a newish ball. It skidded off, got a bit big on him, and yeah, I mean, you are going to get out playing your favourite shots. That's the game. You know, he's not going to stop playing that shot because it's such an instinctive shot. He's got to play it better next time. And that's the other thing as well, talking about this extra pace. The extra pace does make you make mistakes. That's especially with balls that are 92, 93 miles an hour that are coming at your head. You better make sure you execute things perfectly or you're going to get out.
I mean, you've been involved, we'll see it in due course, Jeffrey, in a batting masterclass earlier today in front of the BT Sport cameras. Would you enjoy the prospect of batting tomorrow?
Yeah, I love it.
Would you?
Absolutely. Tonight would have been tough. You know, when I've had 5 sessions fielding, legs are heavy, the mind isn't tired. I always used to tell myself, dance, move your feet, play forward, play back. It's about that. And they're getting caught on the crease. Getting caught on the crease is not good. It really isn't good. You've got to get that foot out. You must get it out forward. And I don't know if you can see in slow motion, but too many times they're caught on the crease. That's dodgy.
Well, there are other boys walking off. Alistair Cook, obviously. It looks serene enough. Again, you know him pretty well. Swanee, will he be looking forward to it? Will he relish what tomorrow might bring?
He absolutely will, yeah. He'll be happy he's not out tonight,
yeah.
First and foremost, because he was very disappointed with his return in Brisbane, having spoken to him. He knows he's a better player than his form was shown on this trip. And he told me he feels like he's in pretty good nick, even though his runs haven't shown that. So he'll just be happy that he survived tonight. He's going to come back tomorrow morning. And one thing that Cookie always did really well, I found when I played with him, was if someone like Pat Cummins was batting, he'd use that as a confidence builder for himself. He said, if this guy can do it at number 9 on a wicket, there's no reason why I'm a test opener, I can do, but I've got 20-odd hundreds. And it feels he pumps his own tyres up by doing that. So he'll have been doing that for the last few hours, and he'll be happy to have survived.
And obviously Australia got to puncture those tyres.
Yes, as early as they can. I mean, that's the objective, especially being their second best player probably now. Joe's probably overtaken the mantle as the best player in the England side, but he's their most experienced. 150 Test matches and 11,000 runs. Of course, the Australians will be targeting him as they did in Brisbane. They did a good job up there. He started well today. He looked a bit better to me today than he did in Brisbane. Sure, his feet haven't quite got there yet. He has been trapped on the crease a few times. The more time he spends at the middle, a bit more confidence he gets, the feet will start moving properly. But yeah, Australia will go after him tomorrow morning.
It'll be easier to move his feet tomorrow because he'll have had a rest.
Right.
And you're coming in after 5 sessions and you're coming in at night time, which I think everybody says is just a little harder. It should be sunny tomorrow. If it's not 90 degrees, it'll be 70-odd degrees, it'll be warm and pleasant. He's had a rest, he's had a night's sleep, so you are a bit better. And really, I think Joe Root and him have to score. I've said before, 75 runs in 4 innings from the best 2 players in the team is not a good enough return. They need runs from those 2, and then the others can play around.
We heard from Trevor Bayliss, laid back as ever. There's lots of staff behind that England team. Jeffrey, what would you like to hear from them tonight? Can they get a lot across to the 11 that are playing?
I'd like not to hear from them, not to see them. I don't need them. I know exactly what I'd have to do as a batsman tomorrow. Tomorrow's different. They can go to the nets with me and help me just get loose. But tonight, if I see them, I'll be walking the other way.
That won't come as a shock to many. Swanee, would you be the same or would you be different?
I'd probably have a drink with them, to be honest. But I think the good thing that Trevor Bayliss has done for this team is it is a very laid-back sort of group now. They won't be trying to pin them in the corner saying, you've got to do this, you've got to do that. They will leave the players up to their own accord sort of thing. So you can see them there. They're walking across, hands in their pockets. Mo's probably got some cream in there to try and fix that finger of his because it looked split again. But they know what they have to do tomorrow. They have to turn up and they have to get past 240 first and foremost. They have to get parity and then try and get something out of this match.
Let me tell you, the morning session is priceless. Forget afternoon, don't get ahead of yourself. The afternoon, the ball will get softer, easier to play, but you have to get to that position. If you get to lunch and you're about 4 down, then you've got a problem. You're in trouble, aren't you? You just stay in and get to lunch. You don't have to score quickly. He showed that, Marsh. We were talking earlier, Ricky and I. He stayed in. The lad took ages to score. He just made nice movement, stayed in, let the ball go. Everything opened up later on. That's what England have to do. Just get in the morning. Don't think about past lunch. Think about batting to lunch and staying in, keeping wickets intact. After that, the game opens up much easier. Is that right?
As a top-order batsman, you have to earn the right to bat at the best time in the game, right?
Yes,
and earning the right to do that is getting through the tough times against the best bowlers with the new ball and a wicket that's doing something. If you can flatten the ball out, then it's your turn to cash in. But you've got to get there first. You've got to be good enough, strong enough of mind, strong enough of technique to get there.
Yeah. Either that or it rains for the next 3 days.
No, I never wanted rain. Look, England have to get out of jail themselves. They have to get out of jail on ability. You can't, well, I hope it rains. There's thousands of people come here from England to see a cricket match. You know, historic, traditional. We're on television showing people home. So come on, England, get your act together. Bat well, the game will open up. Bat well. Tell yourself we're capable of this and go and do it. Don't talk about it, do it.
There you go. There you go. We got the Churchillian stuff from Boyks in the end.